In this topic, I will introduce HRCI's PHR exam and the requirements to prepare for it. This is a table of Skillsoft's Professional in Human Resources 2020 program. The courses are designed to support the HRCI's Professional in Human Resources PHR certification exam. The program has been updated to reflect the HRCI's 2021 PHR exam requirements. The content is based on the current 2018 PHR exam content outline and provides complete coverage of the knowledge and responsibilities of the 5 functional areas, which is how the courses are aligned. As a note, HRCI updates exam content outlines about every 5 years. Upon completion of the courses listed, you'll be eligible to earn a Skillsoft digital badge. As an added bonus to having this as your study tool, this can be employed as an ongoing job reference. The PHR exam program overview chart will be shown at the start of each course. It will be our journey map throughout the program. The red bar will highlight the current course. As you can see, the red bar is at the top highlighting the first course. This is where we are. We will cover the organization of the functional areas and the courses in more detail as we move further into discussing the program content. For now, this bookmarks the first step of our journey. We'll have a look at how the exam is structured. The exam format, what you can expect, exam questions, which are referred to as items, and what they look like. The PHR is one of 8 professional certifications offered by HRCI. PHR is the most popular certification. It tests the proficiency of the technical and operational aspects of HR practices, laws, and regulations in the United States. The PHR exam is available in Spanish language upon request. The exam covers the 5 functional areas of competency: employee and labor relations at 39% of the exam, business management at 20%, talent planning and acquisition at 16%, total rewards at 15%, and learning and development at 10%. Effective May 1st, 2021, the PHR exam will consist of 90 scored items, ranging in level of difficulty. All items should be answered and there are no partial marks. Responses are either correct or incorrect. Each exam will have 25 unscored pre-test items, which will be used to validate testing standards for a future exam. You'll have no way of knowing which ones these are, so treat every item as being important. You will have 2 hours to complete the exam. While you are permitted to take breaks, the timer will continue to count down. You can estimate approximately 1 minute per question and 5 minutes for overall review. However, remember that each question will take varying times to complete. Personally, I was glued to my seat and took all the time allotted for the SPHR, which is more difficult. However, this is not a competition. Do whatever works for you. More on this later. The exam is computer-based and there are 2 testing options, both with your choice of location and appointment time. The first option is in person at an independent testing center, and the second option is a remotely proctored exam from your home or office with certain restrictions. The HRCI website will have more information on this. The content of the questions is classified based on 3 cognitive levels. Knowledge and comprehension focuses on remembering factual materials such as definitions or terminology. Application and problem solving is based on leveraging generalizations or principles to solve everyday problems. And synthesis and evaluation, which solves complex problems using critical thinking skills and different elements. The PHR exam will include a variety of item types, which will be portrayed in the form of a question, a statement, or an open-ended sentence. Let's take a look at them. Traditional multiple choice, these are the majority of questions. Multiple choice, multiple response, these are like multiple choice, except there are 2 or more correct answers. Scenario situational judgment, They require you to integrate facts from different subject areas. Fill in the blank, you'll provide missing information. Drag and drop, you'll match information from two columns. These are important, so we'll take a look at each type. This would be a good time to prepare to start taking notes if you haven't already done so. Traditional multiple choice. These items contain a stem or premise and 4 answer choices, including 1 correct answer. As this is the most common type of question, we're going to spend some time and break this down further. The item will appear on the screen. Do you know the correct answer? Go ahead and pause your recording for a minute and figure it out. Okay, lock your answers in and I'll check back with you shortly. From the stem, you'll be required to select the best response. By best, the PHR exam is asking for the response that a panel of HR subject matter experts would agree that is correct. Of the 4 answer choices, some are distractors, which are written to look correct, but are not or are not the best answer. The purpose of making other answers look correct is to assess your knowledge and judgment in an HR environment. There's only 1 correct answer. So, how did you do? Great if you had the correct answer. And if you didn't, don't take it as a negative. It's the first step in understanding how to assess the way in which you think and process information. Why did you pick the answer that you did? Why did you discount each of the others? Take note of the reason to help you in guiding to align with what an HR subject matter expert would agree is correct. I'm all about process and making things easy and repeatable, so here's my approach to responding to exam items. It may take some getting used to, but it works. When you get an exam item, you're going to read the last sentence first and then the rest of the question. This will help you to determine what is being asked. Then you want to come up with a potential answer. This will help you to focus on the generally accepted HR practices. You'll review the options that they provide to find the one that best matches yours. Trust your first instinct, as this will help you to select the best answer. You're going to pick an answer. If you're unsure, you want to make sure that you mark an answer now so you'll be able to come back to it. Answer every question in order. This will be helpful when you get into full-length tests. We provided this format on the resources section of the course, where you can also find other course job aids. Now, let's try the same question again, but using the new approach. You want to read the last sentence first and then the rest of the question. There's only 1 sentence, so this is straightforward. Had there been more than 1 sentence, then you would start with the last sentence and then go back to the first sentence and read forward. This will help you to determine what is being asked. You come up with your own potential answer to help you focus on the generally accepted HR practices. Then you'll review the options that are provided to find the one that matches yours. Now, if you had made the assumption that the question was asking for agencies, as you viewed the options, you would quickly translate your response into acts. I hope you caught that I switched things up a bit. Always use the process, as the question may appear to be similar but have a twist. Now, multiple choice, multiple response. These are like multiple choice items, except there are 2 or more correct answers. The item will tell you how many correct options there are. In situation, judgment, scenario questions, the scenario items present typical HR situations, followed by a series of exam items based on this scenario. The scenarios require you to integrate facts from different subject areas. Remember, answers are either correct or incorrect, no partial marks. Okay, in filling the blanks, you'll be asked to provide a number, a word, or a phrase to complete a sentence. Let's look at a sample. So be sure you read the instructions carefully. Using the process we just learned, what is the question asking for? The key here is the minimum wage and not the tipped wage. So what's your correct response? In this instance, Had you put in 7.25 or $7.25, both would be incorrect because the ask is for whole numbers, no symbols or punctuations. Remember, answers are either correct or incorrect, no partial marks. In drag and drop, you'll be asked to click on certain pieces of information and drag them with your cursor to place them in the correct position. In this example, on the left, we have a list of tools, and then on the right, we have a list of processes. Your ask is to match the related items. Go ahead and start with the ones that you know. As you work through until the end, be sure to answer them all, even if you have to guess. No response is a 0. A response is a 25% chance of getting it correct. I'll run through the list. Termination is aligned with exit survey, change management with culture map, project management with Gantt chart, and performance review with appraisal. These are the variation of item types. Keep deploying my approach and it will help you with time management and zeroing in on the best response faster.